Envy and Death. Drum roll. Welcome to Neutral Voices. I'm Dr. V. This is, believe it or not, In Depth, where we dig deep in the trenches of whatever tonight we spin and land on. I like to call this randomonia. We're going to have spontaneous conversation. And we don't know what we're going to be talking about. So just thank you for joining us. Hang out with us, even leave a comment or two, and join in the fun.
Is this a judgment-free zone?
Hey, y'all.
Are we in a judgment-free zone?
Judgment-free zone. Clarence, feel free to let your hair down. I have to be careful saying that from my partner over there.
Yeah, be careful.
I can't say that.
Yeah, you might want to put something.
No, don't let that beautiful hair down.
Nah.
So, and I definitely ain't gonna let mine down because we will go viral. Anyway, so we're gonna spin this wheel and we're gonna get it started. So, meanwhile, look, happy Resurrection Week. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Amen.
Exciting week. Yes, Friday is Good Friday.
All right.
Although we feel like every Friday is a good Friday.
This is something that's been, homeschool, online school, or traditional school.
Ooh.
What is the
we go
best?
in there and it just happens to be spring break for most young people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the best? Let's start with our parents.
I feel like whatever works for your child.
Okay.
I got you.
Because everybody learns differently.
Mm-hmm.
So, like for my son, I feel like because he is such a free spirit, he probably would have done well in Montessori school.
Okay.
Whereas my daughter, the structure, sitting there doing all the things she did, that's her jam. So I just feel like whatever works for your child's learning style.
Okay. Now, just for people that may not be familiar with Montessori schools, why Montessori? What's the difference between a Montessori or a private?
So Montessori, you get to, so let's just say they're in stations. Mm-hmm. So if you want to go learn from the science area, you get to do that. And then maybe you want to switch to the musical area. So you just get to pick what you want to learn freely. Mm-hmm. So as opposed to regular school or in school, you have to sit there by a schedule in your seat all day.
With everybody like basically doing the same thing.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Right. Okay. So, Clarence, what about you?
Well, lately I have been having, to deal with several school systems and several schools. And I agree with Lady D that is per your child's needs, per your child educational style. Mm-hmm. But some of these traditional schools, oh man, they need a lot of work. Mm-hmm. I mean, they don't, and I can understand it, maybe budgeting, maybe timing, maybe overcrowding. You can give,
I think all of the above.
Yeah, give it, the myriad of factors. Mm-hmm. But, it's hard for them to stay consistent and with all the children. I look at myself, and I was just talking to somebody about this today. I'm a traditional learner. I have to be with people. I have to be in person. I have to be instructed. I have to be shown. Because one is I'm not a note taker, so I have to,
So if you at home on your own online, you go to sleep. You can put it down and you eating too many snacks in between each
not
paragraph.
There. And I know there's a lot of children like that, and I think some parents, and this is on the flip side, I think some parents have opted that for their kids, and they're falling behind because the parents are not monitoring it or keeping up with it. They just they log on. Logging on does not.
That's right. Don't mean they logged in.
Right. Right. So as a parent, as a child, and as a school system, I think you should try to figure out what's the best recourse for that particular student.
Absolutely.
All have to be in agreement. All have to figure it out because I don't think there's one cookie cutter way for everybody to learn.
That's true. Yeah. I know I have to say that when COVID happened and we had to go into the online thing, I mean, I was stressing out as a teacher, but I felt sorry for a lot of my students because they just did not get it and just trying to keep up It was a lot. But for me, myself, I kind of agree with you. I'm visual for one thing, when it comes to learning. But I like the one on, well, not necessarily one on one, but the interaction
Yes.
Me
between,
too.
the
Yeah.
face to face teaching
Me
and
too.
learning.
Me
So, I can remember going through some of my college classes, and then when they said this class is only offered online this semester, I'm like, we'll wait, I'll
Yeah.
wait,
Right. Yeah, I feel
and I
you. I
kind
feel
of
you.
kept pushing to that class came. Yeah, certain
Yeah.
things
So,
you
yeah.
just don't want to do it. Physical geography is a class I want to be in the
Yeah.
classroom with
Yeah.
the teacher.
I think, but
So it depends on the subject too. So.
but
Yeah,
while
I
we're on
agree
the
with that.
subject, homeschool, I'm not gonna blanketly say all of them are a farce, but in the state of Indiana, if I say I'm homeschooling my kids, I have to provide no information
I
in
know.
regards to that.
I know.
All I got to do is say I'm homeschooling, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to provide you with no information beyond the fact
To
that
prove.
that I'm homeschooling.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
And and I hate to say this, we at one point I was a parent that homeschooled, and I would say we did an awesome job, but at a certain point we decided, and we knew at the beginning we would put them in public
some
school.
point.
Yes. But as a teacher, I had some homeschool students, and I have to say that I've had some that was way behind the mark coming into the school system. So
Only thing I kind of noticed with the homeschool students is their social skills are not
lacking.
there. It's
Okay.
really
That
lacking.
too.
So that was one of the things I was like, ugh. So, but like I said, I don't know much about homeschooling. But for me, when I was in school, social studies to me meant socializing.
You should have been homeschooled.
right.
Thank you for joining us and hanging with us. This
Right.
is Future Voices. We are spinning the wheel, and wherever it lands, we're going to talk about it.
This is interesting. Tithing,
Tithing.
additional or just basic?
Uh-oh.
Wait, what was the question?
Is it additional or just basic?
Are you a tither? Are you going overboard?
I am.
To the letter,
We are
to the number.
tithers, and we do extra. As example, so let's just say we have church tomorrow night. So when we have our extra services, we do have an offering envelope for that particular. So let's just say Good Friday. So we will have. So we do that as well. When we do have extra money, we do give extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I believe in tithing, but I kind of had a question when I, realized this was on the wheel. So tithing, and I'm just thinking outside of the normal. Do you think pastors nowadays count it if you're tithing with your time or your talent and not just your treasure?
I was going to ask that same question. We on the same wavelength,
Because
Doc V.
Is tithing just 10% of your
Monetary?
income?
No.
You see, or do your pastors even acknowledge that you may be a giver way beyond tithing in your community to other organizations? Or do you think they're feeling some type of way because you're giving outside of the church and not necessarily in the church? Or should you be giving your tithe, that 10% or whatever more, in the church, and then all the other extra?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That kind of crossed my mind.
I asked the same question, and I asked a pastor that I'm familiar with, and he said he does not take up offering within the church service. He says he has a designated place. If you give, you give. He doesn't monitor per se. But I'm in agreement with you, Doc V, and I'm a believer in it too. But I'm with you. It's not just monetary. There, and if you look at it, I do believe your treasure is the last thing on that list that they say is time, talent, and treasure. Okay. I think that's the order in which it's given. So you have to accept all of them, and not just one of them. So I just wondered the same thing. Is the time? Is
But
the talent? Is the is that a counted gift?
I never thought of that before.
But
it,
you got to wonder.
and it's a touchy subject. I know in a lot of churches or even a lot of homes, because you may have a husband that believes in it and a wife that doesn't, or vice versa. But the other thing is, when you think about the beginning with Cain and Abel, and I'm just going to say, when one brought forth their gift, it was blessed where the other one wasn't.
Right.
And so if you look at Cain and Abel today in the church,
One is given grudgingly. One,
yeah.
yes.
So, so not to get deep into it, because, when you start talking about religion, you can get deep into it, and we don't want to lose focus. But I'm just saying, tithing in itself, that subject,
I'm about to text my pastor.
so it's just one of those subjects that we could probably have a whole segment on.
Yeah, we probably could.
Tithing. That would be good.
Yeah.
Spinning the wheel. What we got?
Subjects you were bound to fail in school,
Ooh.
studying or not.
Spanish. My brain did not want to do Spanish.
Any foreign language for me.
That was the only F. That was the only F I got.
Any foreign language for me.
Taking it? Did you have to take it?
I wanted to take it, and
you just wanted
to take it because I wanted to learn it.
Okay.
My brain said it's a no for me.
Okay, but was it like one of those subjects you had to do a foreign language?
No,
because I think at one point
it
seems
yes,
like
it was.
Had to do
yes,
it
was.
Yeah,
We had to take a foreign language.
Okay,
but I also wanted to learn
Okay.
Spanish. Only F I got.
Man.
Man,
I'm gonna agree with her. Any foreign language, anything other than English, I was not having. I wasn't trying. And I've taken French I took it from sophomore or junior year of high school to my sophomore year in college. Ask me if I know any French.
I know French.
I think you can come. Come on, let's pull it
Is
out
that
of.
something? Ooey, ooey.
I don't know.
I don't like that one. I don't like that word.
No.
Give me one. Come on now.
Man.
You studied it.
French fries.
French fries.
French dressing.
Paris.
Wow. You probably just know about the
Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, there we go. That's a
See, there we go.
See?
French right there.
Yeah, there we go right there.
My Spanish is margaritas and tacos. And
See,
there we go.
Wow.
There we go.
Well,
We good.
I'll definitely say, when I had to deal with the foreign languages, for sure. I just wasn't going, I couldn't get with it. But French was my language. Clarence, what was your French name in class? Do you even remember that?
I don't even remember.
Because I know it wasn't C-Stats.
No, conjugating vowels and you got to know if it's feminine or masculine when you speaking it. That was too much.
I do know Chica. Hey, Chica.
Je m'appelle Véronique, in habitat to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay.
Quelle est ton fétiche?
She's showing up.
French
now.
toast.
I don't know what I just said, but we're going to spin the wheel.
I thought I heard French toast.
Avec moi. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
That's not a nice.
Okay,
we're not saying that.
It's scratching. Don't repeat that.
I'm glad we got subtitles because that pop up there.
Yes, it will.
What? No.
No. Yeah, no. N-O.
Cancel. My daddy might see this.
Jay
What
Scott.
we got?
Jay Scott gonna see it.
It
And
says,
We spinning and
good
we
advice
talking.
other than from God. What is some good advice?
Where do you,
No.
where you get your good
Where do you
advice?
get
go?
your good advice?
Other than God.
That's a good question.
While y'all thinking, I'll go. For sure, my dad.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say
Because my dad is, I'll say my dad is a quiet person.
Mm-hmm.
I like to say he is the definition of meek,
Mm-hmm.
power under control.
I can see that.
But when he talks, he's gonna give you some good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's gonna give you some great
Mm-hmm.
advice.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it. And I just think of one thing he told me not too long ago. I was trying to hide something from him because I felt like he didn't need to know anything that's gonna happen that's bad, even if it was me, if it was my health or whatever I was dealing with. And he told me, "Don't do that." He said, God made me strong enough to be able to deal with it. I'm your father.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That
wow.
That
Okay,
part.
Dad.
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
I needed to know I could do that. So
I'm gonna have to
definitely
piggyback off that because I was raised by my dad, just the two of us, and to me, my dad walked on water. There was nothing he could not do. Literally, I've seen him build houses, all the things, take care of a little black girl all by himself. So to me, he was just that guy. But he was not highly educated, but he was very, very wise. And, a lot of things he said to me, because he always treated me like I was an adult, never baby talk, never a kid. And so a lot of things, of course, I didn't understand. But now I'm like, okay, I see where you went with that. And since he's passed away, there are days and I'm like, if I could just talk to you for 10 minutes about this. Just 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just 10 minutes about it. But one of the things he said that I share with my children, of course, and they like to use it all the time. Common sense is not a garden. Common sense is not a flower that grows in everybody's garden.
That's true.
My kids use that all
That's true.
the time.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, all the time. But yeah, I would say my dad, and then also my mom, because neither one of my parents sugarcoated anything ever to anybody. So if you're going to get it real, I'm going to go ask my mom and my daddy.
Okay.
Even though I'm their daughter, they ain't going to sugarcoat it.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah. I had a few. Growing up, educators, there was several educators that I still love to this day that gave me great advice. Dr. Eugene White, Larry Cox, Roy Williams. I love these gentlemen to this day. They gave me great advice, especially when you trying to navigate, trying to be a young man, but actually, you don't fit in with the young men that actually are in your
peers.
Yeah. So, and they see it in you before you see it in
for
you.
Sure.
And they also, so they tend to, direct you in different paths. At a time earlier, it was hard to listen because that's not where I wanted to be, but, they stuck with me. And to this day, when I see them, I give them the admiration and, the respect in which they do. But then there's a flip side. There's a flip side.
I was getting ready to say, I know there is.
There's a flip side.
Flip it.
Any one of my drunk Southern uncles. It may sound weird, but
no,
but they would give you advice that was true, like you say, not sugarcoated, but they would put it in a colloquialism that it's not fit for everybody.
Correct.
But you would
But
get
you
what
understand.
they're saying.
Okay.
And we all got that one relative.
So what you're saying is they talk good when they got something in them.
Yeah, but they don't use the right words all the time. But you understand.
You can't repeat it on the.
No, you can't repeat it.
Don't say it.
Y'all trying to get us canceled tonight. You talking about
but you understand what I'm saying. We all got somebody.
Oh, for sure.
Oh.
Absolutely.
It might be your grandmama. Y'all know them grandmamas.
So since you say that, so you believe people do tell the truth when they drink it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yes, wholeheartedly. No,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Right.
Yeah, me
well,
too.
Thank you. We spinning the wheel and having spontaneous
That was
conversation.
the same thing. I was spinning again.
Let's see
That was
what
back
we
then.
got. What we
Speaking
got?
French.
No,
You don't like my
you can't say that on TV.
Candles and fragrances.
Candle and fragrances. Okay, so y'all can think of y'all fragrances, what you're using in the house, in the car. And so for me, I'm going to tell you a quick little story. So has to do with candles. This is true. I bought a candle not long ago from a local person. So nothing against our local people, but this is just a true story. I burned the candle in the house. Everything in my house is like cream, close to white. Burned the candle, wasn't thinking, moving around, came through, and I'm like, wow, that looked like shadows on my wall.
Was it sick?
And I went to the wall trying to figure out where these shadows could come from. And it was actually something on it. So I went to get a white towel to make sure I'm wiping, and the towel is turning black. Yes. And I had a candle in that room burning. So now I'm in panic mode because, listen, this is crazy. I'm not thinking about my lungs. I'm thinking about my furniture.
I did too.
I went running through the house to get some microfiber towels, mind you. You need to use them in the damp, and you got to take it across, and you got to be real careful.
You got to blot it. Don't.
Like
blot that.
So I'm like learning now, researching, and I'm like, what is going on? So then I begin to tend to myself, and lo and behold, I blow my nose, and wouldn't you know,
Sick.
it was a lot of it.
Oh, wow.
And about the third time blowing, it began to not be there. And it made me think, okay, this is bad.
Yeah.
So, people, when it comes to candles, you might want to be careful. There are some things called, here's the chemical. See, they call it VOC, volatile organic compounds are released when you're burning it. So you got different chemicals coming off of it. One of those chemicals could be formaldehyde. In other words, cancer causing agents. So be careful. Lean more towards soy or natural essential oils.
Wow.
So you may not get the fragrance you want.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. So that's a quick
That's a lesson.
little. Yes.
Now, see, I'm
What
not a
about you
candle
guys?
burner because I'm paranoid of the fire, the open flame, mostly because my cousin, we go out once or twice a week. He's been a firefighter for 30 years. The stories I hear, you will never see me burn a candle. I get the wax melts
Okay.
with the little warmer.
Okay.
So I don't even, but as far as fragrances, is that what you were saying?
That too.
I feel like mine kind of goes with the seasons.
Okay.
So now I want something springy. But mostly when I do things, it's more masculine because I don't like fruits and
Yeah.
all that.
The flower.
I don't-
Flower.
No,
How you
mine
say
is more masculine.
flowery.
Flowery, is that a word?
Yeah.
So
We
those
make
are
them
my
up on
things.
here. We make them up on here.
Flowery.
I'm quick to put something in the dictionary. Have you looking it up?
Well, while you saying it, Clarence, I mean, I'm saying it's not, not picking on men, but I'm saying a lot of times, what's those little trees in the cars?
Those air fresheners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those pine things.
Whatever. Black ice is a
Yes.
popular fragrance for men. But what do you?
I'm with that at all. I have a high sensory to scents.
Okay.
And I can't be around a lot of scents.
Okay.
And therefore, I try to not be in the presence of scents. I can smell things from miles.
Okay.
And one of the things is it's that time of year. I can walk outside and I can smell a lilac bush that's 3 miles away. I'm telling you, lilacs.
It's right now. They're gonna let it down, let the hair down in here. I don't know
we
what
gonna
they
do it,
say.
but yeah, I mean, so I try to stay away from scents, and and I can smell them. And
So in the house, what are you doing? You well, I was gonna say you fry fish, but I don't know. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
fry
there's
fish.
so you have these smells in the house, and you want to get rid of. You want to spray something. You want to do something. So what's your
it has
tactic
to be something
then?
light. It has to be
Okay.
something light.
Okay.
At minimum, what's that? Fresh linen. That's probably the maximum that I could take. So
Are you down with potpourri?
it depends on the scent.
Said pope or poop?
Both.
Okay.
You caught that, huh? I
did.
tried to slip that in. You know
There's a
the-
difference.
But yeah, no, it just depends on the scent, and that's really because a lot of perfumes, a lot of colognes, a lot of that stuff, it sets off, my scent.
That's what I'm
My
saying.
armpits.
What is it? Cashmere woods? Is that one you like?
I don't know the name of it. I just
But-
know it
but
got to be
it's-
light.
He can do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that one too. That smells good. So I'm just saying, so if you have these allergies, you probably are not for the potpourri. So they, as we're spinning the wheel, some people, they spraying and sitting on top of the spray. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I bet you later on they're gonna find out this causing something because it's seeping up in.
I was told
seeping up in your goodies. In your good
I
spot.
thought it was gonna be you tonight. I thought
I'm
it was
good.
gonna be you.
I'm
I'm
good.
just saying.
I got the
You
wrong
know-
one.
That's right. I was
I
falsely
apologize.
accused.
I blamed
Yeah, because
you
I
early.
falsely
I
accused.
sent you early. I do apologize.
Well,
I'm so
I'm saying
sorry. I'm sorry.
it's
She's talking
natural.
about the Patty LaBelle stuff. Now she's talking about seeping up in your goods.
I'm so sorry. I thought
Yep.
it was gonna be you tonight. I
Nope.
apologize.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but they my goods. I don't know if they're y'all goods or y'all call them something else, maybe your groceries. But all I'm saying is spin the wheel.
It's been 2 minutes ago.
All right, what we got? We talking about it.
Trends that I refuse to get with.
Trends. Lady D, lead it. Lead it off, honey. And no, we only got a few minutes left.
I just got a few words to say.
Get the pose in there.
BBL. Because this thing is naturally grown.
Homegrown.
The end.
I gave her credit too fast. I gave her credit too
I told you I
fast.
was going to say it.
Oh my goodness, I gave her credit too fast. Oh my
I
Lord.
was gonna say
Where's the
it.
husband? Where's
He's
the
at work.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Come on
I
here
gave her
now.
credit too
Trends
fast.
you cannot get with. And she said it.
She
I
said
told
it.
you I was going to say it.
Leave the BBLs behind.
Yep.
I would agree. Because if you weigh 120 pounds and your butt weigh another 120, that is not equal. That is not
Leave
equal.
these people alone.
I'm just saying, it just don't look
people
right.
alone.
I mean, come on now, come on. I'm good with that. But my thing is,
you said they walking around looking like an upside down letter P.
I'm telling you, you can see them. We were, oh man,
We gonna get some hate mail.
hold on. No, we were on a beach somewhere. And man, this lady walked by and she did look like an upside down P. I mean, her top frame was so thin, her legs were so skinny, but that back was a mile long. I swear to you.
We gonna get hate mail.
Some of these backs out here got women looking back. But since y'all gonna talk about it, we may as well just talk about these for a minute now. We ain't gonna stay on the BBL. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take a drink.
That was mine. Y'all gotta do your own.
I know, but that's why I said we're not gonna stay on the BBL. But I just want to say, since y'all say that, when the people get these BBLs, the women can't stop looking at their own. But
You can't even see it right there.
but okay. But I'm saying so since the buttocks, since the derrieres are in. And I mean, they are in. So some of these men are doing squats to get these big butts.
Men?
Men. And so,
that one.
well, yeah, and so the men getting butts at it. Somebody in the studio saying what's BBL. So they're not necessarily talking about the whole thing. So ladies, have fun. Do what you do. But I'm talking about these men now with these big old hips and big old butts that's out here. They're trying to do it. And then here's the other one as we're spinning it. Clarence, take us to another topic. Take us to another topic. Clarence. But wait. Yeah.
Don't say TikTok.
But look,
I'm not going to say TikTok.
But can I say this last thing? Ladies, can y'all stop taking pictures turned backwards and like you got to put your head on the wrong side because you want somebody to see the butt side? Can we not do that? I'm just saying, turn it.
What did I walk into tonight?
Okay, come on.
They want to look back at it. They want to look back at it.
Well, they want everybody to look back at it, but
they want to look back at it.
No, I'm talking about they want you to see it and the face at the same time, and it's kind of awkward. So I'm saying, come on, let's do
Mine is it's been a long trend, and I wish it would go away, but it seems to get worse. I think that it's two because now they're combining it. One is sagging, and the other one is skinny jeans.
Oh, skinny jeans.
But now I see that they're sagging skinny jeans. And I'm like, man, how in the world you buy pants 3 sizes too small at first, and then you're going to sag
It's so
them?
ugly.
I mean, it just boggles my mind.
Do they not really know what it looked like from the back? Like
I don't think they care.
Saying when you walk in and
They
you
need to
see
look
all
back
of that
at it, like them
saggy, they can't look at it. It's that dropped. It's down there. It's gone. But I'm saying when they're walking away, it looks like a whole bunch of something in the wrong place.
Like a dirty diaper.
Yeah, it really
not
does.
attractive.
But I'm just saying, first of all, you buying pants 3 sizes too small. So you know they are
it's bad.
It's bad.
And I know, before we get out of here, is Neutral Voices. Thank you for hanging out, having some laughs with us. We are spinning the wheel. We got a couple more spins in us.
All right,
but as you're spinning, my trend that I refuse to get with is the toilet braids.
The what?
Think about it. So if your braids are so long, they're touching the floor. I bet when you sit on the toilet,
what was that song?
I bet they go in the toilet.
What was that song? My daughter played this song.
Don't tell me it has something to do with
braids
braids.
down to no. It said talk about how the braids down to her booty. It was a song.
I don't know. You
Yeah.
have to share it with us.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that.
Yeah, but anyway,
Community events and shouts out. What's up?
Oh, we got to give a shout out. So I said Happy Resurrection Week. So there is a big Easter egg hunt coming up. Y'all got to be at it. It's April the 4th. It's on Rupp Drive. I hope I say that right.
Yeah.
RUPP Drive, 3711. So let's give it up for James and Bethany Williams of Blessing Our Community.
Right.
And so everyone is welcome. So little kids, big kids, Clarence probably try to get out there and get.
I'm gonna be in that bounce house. They tell me the bounce house. I'm out there.
And so beware if you show up in the bounce house. It's flat.
I was there.
You know who to blame.
Flat.
Shout out for that. Yeah. Anybody got anything?
Well,
else?
on Rupp Road, and I want to because they were saying people were wondering where that is. That's in the old area where Triangle Park, the restaurant, used to be.
Yeah.
It's off of Coliseum,
Yeah.
and I think that side one is that Vance. I don't know the side.
Hobson Road.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Hobson and Coliseum.
Hobson and Coliseum right there
Triangle
in
Park.
Triangle Park.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know if
didn't know
anything
any
is coming.
Well, and then there's something else. So shout out DJ Polaris and
Music
the
Lovers.
team Music Lover Lounge.
Those are people's, right?
So
And I love P.
Shout
Is it
out.
at Wrigley Field or something?
So Wrigley Fields, they are having an event that is May 23rd. So, and this is one of many.
Yes.
So throughout the whole summer, they're going to be having these different events.
The summer sessions?
So they
Yeah.
call them,
God, I love
the
them.
summer sessions.
Yeah.
And so you might want to check that out. May 23rd,
You know,
Wrigley Fields.
And shout out to P and Barrage because we
Yes.
had them on the show.
Absolutely.
First of all, those are two very professional gentlemen.
So polite.
So polite.
Mhm.
Love them to death.
So
Both of them
Yes.
are good friends of mine.
Yes.
But I have not been to an event that they've had that has been tarnished by anything.
Oh, they don't take
No.
the tomfoolery.
They don't take the tomfoolery.
Zero.
And they give us a good environment
Absolutely.
that we can go, we can have fun, we can enjoy
Absolutely.
ourselves. And their following is amazing.
Yeah.
Their
Mhm.
following is amazing. No matter where they go, the same people that be at Wrigley be at the embassy, be wherever they are on the.
I don't go to Wrigley.
when-
Well, and why is it? Because they say, like
Cause
attract, so to speak, and so they good people.
she
So-
uppity, that's why.
Well, yeah, that's
She uppity,
that's
that's
another
why.
story. But as far as the Music Lovers Lounge,
I think it's because it's good people, good
That's
environment.
why I'm
really,
saying they
you
attract good
what you-
vibes.
yes.
But I got to
all
put my
the
credit
time.
out there. Whatever, 14, 15, 16 years ago when Music Lovers Lounge was born, I was in that 5 that started, that gave the idea to Polaris. And he was like, no, that ain't going to work. So
Oh.
it was 5 of us sitting around the table: Michelle Craig, Nikki Howell, Yvette, Polaris, me, Ike, she passed away.
Keena Green.
Yep. We were sitting around and we're just like, we need something for grown people, for the old school.
Oh, nice.
And that's how it all started
Nice.
in the back of CS3s.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wasn't in the first 5,
Vic.
but I think I came along the 3rd or 4th Music Lovers that they had, and I think
I love that.
I think it was about 25, 50 people there at that time. I mean, it was a gradual growth. You had to
for
see.
sure.
I heard about the first 2, and I was talking to P when they was going to do the 3rd one. He was like, "Yo, you need to come check it out." I was like, "Okay, I'll come check it out." And Polaris has always been one of those people that when he says he's going to do something, he
Yeah.
does it from the heart, and he does
Absolutely.
it. So I was like, "Okay," I went. And like I say, I was in probably the 25, 30 when they were growing. It was the second, the third. It was the 3rd one. I don't think it was the 4th one because I think by the 5th one, it was standing room.
It was
Crazy.
already
It was crazy.
Yeah.
nice.
Wrapped around the building.
Yeah, by the
Yeah.
5th one,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
crazy.
Well,
that's how fast it grew.
It was
That's
cool.
so cool. I know we do have our next topic up here, and we're going to get into. I just want to make sure we didn't miss any comments or anything from anyone else. I know we have some people that has some things that they wanted to share, but as we continue, I also wanted to say when you talked about DJ with the Music Lover Lounge, I heard them give Kelly Hicks credit too
did.
for being one of, can I say, founders.
She was.
people that
She was at the
encouraged them.
table. Yep, she was at the
Yep,
table.
so that's beautiful.
That's my cousin.
And I know you got a lot of cousins. You should have a cousin family reunion get together.
I think I got more.
And so we have one here, and it's your best as we are getting ready to exit. Your best April Fool's prank, whether you pranked someone or they pranked you.
Well, Doc just pranked me when we got
I
here.
got her with a little snip one.
I'm always with
That's 'cause you're
foolishness
gullible.
right, and that's okay.
But what's crazy is I didn't think I would get her because we were talking about April Fool's Day, and then I said, "And what's that?" You got down, and she looked down like, "What is it?" So one of the easy ones you can get people with, but best
I
or
fool around
worst.
all day, every day. So I take off April Fool's Day and let other people.
Oh,
And let
okay,
them do
yeah,
their
I agree with that. You probably are doing that stuff.
I really never have really done an April Fool's because I'm always full of foolishness.
I'm
You
gonna
hear
agree
that,
with that.
fool?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that.
You do you fool
Foolishness.
all the time, or you stand?
Me? I really take anything seriously. I really do. Which is
So you
odd.
saying you never April Fooled it?
I've never April Fooled. I've never been April Fooled because it's hard to get me because
Oh, I shoulda got it.
if you're one of those people,
I'm gonna get him before it's over.
if you're one of those people,
somebody back here shaking their head saying you ain't gonna get it. Wow.
Yeah,
That is crazy.
But I've seen some elaborate ones, and I was like, you have to be a deviant to sit there and think of these things to try to prank people with. I've seen some elaborate ones, and I'm like, man, that take too much time and effort. Energy.
Yeah, but a lot of times the fun ones are the quick ones, you know, and you walking next to somebody and say you dropped your purse and they know you didn't even have a purse and they look down like, oh, you know, quick and easy, simple. But yeah, so I have to say, so I won't go into any details because I'm getting the red light. You know, we're getting the red light over there. But yes, I have pranked a lot of people and I have been pranked. And so, you know, the one when somebody says somebody just hit your car and you go flying out there. You're like, what? And you go out there and it's like, April Fool, got your tail. You know, those are the ones you like, all right. You weren't even thinking about April Fool's Day. And so it just so happens today is April Fool's Day. Yeah. So it's not too late. I just want y'all to know it's not too late to get got. So you got time, and it's also
like
not too late. I'm just saying,
not like she blind. What you got up your sleeve?
Saying, it's not too late for other people to go and get somebody else.
She got to run somewhere and pull something on somebody real quick.
What's wrong with having a little fun? That's what we do. Today is also, in case y'all didn't know, today is National Take a Walk Day. So it's not too late to actually take a walk. Now it might be a little raining outside, but you know you gotta figure it out.
I did my walking today.
Did you get your walk in?
Man, I was out in that rain all day for work. Yeah. I walked here, there, and man, I hate the streets where you can't park on. Like I had to go to a couple of houses on busy streets. I had to park on the side of the street and walk.
So you
3 blocks. Yeah, so.
You gonna get your walk in.
Yeah, and I was cold and wet too, and I was angry.
Awesome. So any last things as we're exiting, guys?
Nah, I enjoyed y'all, but I'm never just sitting here with y'all two again. I'm gonna need a buffer. I'm gonna have to find somebody.
Yes, you are. Thank you for hanging out with us. This is Neutral Voices, and we will see you next time. Before we leave, Clarence, you want to handle it?
I can do it. Always protect your mind.
A podcast by Neutral Voices Media Group, NV and Day.